Is Trump going to die?
Trump is going to die.
When?
When is the question?
Yeah, when is the question?
So this is Dr. David Benjamin here for your routine YouTube Trump health update.
You don't have a stethoscope in here.
I do have a stethoscope in here.
Whoa!
I literally do have a stethoscope.
So now that you magically have your stethoscope on, that I promise you had on the whole time.
Where did this come from?
Doctor.
Yes, sir.
How's his health looking?
All right, so a lot of things to talk about with Trump health over this last 2 weeks or so.
It's been blowing up.
There's been a lot of questions, and I understand.
Yes.
So let's go straight into it. What's with all the bruising? It was that big spot on his right hand. It's the one he put his makeup on all the time.
Then stopped with the makeup.
So, all right, so I want you to take mental note of he's not putting makeup on his bruise anymore. Everybody take mental note of that, because I'm coming back to that in a few minutes.
Let's just put that up here. Let's keep going.
Right, okay. But then I also saw a picture of a bruise on the left hand as well. The implication is that, man, this bruising is there and
both hands.
Maybe getting worse. So what does this mean ultimately? Number one, it means that Donald Trump is an elderly man, okay? Donald Trump is an elderly man.
Breaking news here. You heard it here first on the United Front. Breaking news.
Dr. David Benjamin is here to tell you that he is less than a year away from 80 years old. So he is going to have fragile skin and blood vessels, and he is going to bump his hand on things, and he could bleed into his hand and create a bruise like that anytime and all the time. A strong handshake, yeah, that could do it as well. Much more likely to happen if he's on a baby aspirin, which I believe that the White House has already acknowledged that he's on a baby aspirin, at least.
Let's speculate just for a moment.
At least.
Surely it's more than just a baby aspirin.
So your question is there an additional blood thinner? Let's hypothesize for just a moment that it's possible that Trump might be taking a stronger blood thinner than he was before a baby aspirin, which would be considered a very weak blood thinner, but could still give you easy bruising. But let's say he was taking a medication called Plavix. Now, I know that you may not know what that is, and those medical people out there know what that is, but that's basically aspirin, but a lot stronger. When does a person need to take Plavix? When is it essential that they take Plavix or a medication like Plavix? When they have a clogged artery in their heart and they get a heart catheterization.
Here we go.
Stay with me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
By the way, a catheterization is I stick a wire in the artery in your wrist or in your groin, and I get a wire all the way up into the heart, and I squeeze some dye, and I x-ray your body in real time, and I can see your blood vessels light up with the dye that I squeezed.
That's cool.
It's cool.
That's pretty cool.
And so, but I can see if there's an artery that's clogged or not. So that's so if Donald Trump was having some symptoms like swelling or fatigue, and he got a checkup, and the doctor said, let's get a heart cath because you're the president and we're going to give you the top of the line care, which would be a heart cath.
That seems like a likely thing for him, right?
Stay with me.
Okay.
So he gets that heart cath, they squeeze that dye, they look and see, and you know what? You actually have a few clogged arteries, sir. You need a cardiac stent. No problem. Easy to do. Any heart doctor will say, I can stick stents in there. No problem. No big deal.
Okay.
Very common and routine. It means he has cardiovascular disease. Again, I'm hypothesizing,
although likely not a stretch.
Well, it's certainly not a stretch. So
likely not a stretch.
So
right?
like I'm just leaning into what is, you know, maybe the most likely thing. So let's say he needed a stent and he got a stent done. When you get a stent placed, you must take a stronger than aspirin antiplatelet medication like Plavix to keep that stent from clogging up. So you have to take it. There's no choice.
Yeah, no.
Or that stent will clog up and you'll have a heart attack and die. So that's true. So Trump's bruising more, maybe more easily. Maybe he's taking a stronger antiplatelet medication.
Yeah.
Has Donald Trump had a cardiac...
This is new. He's been getting firm handshakes for the past... since he got reelected.
Yeah.
But these bruises haven't been here since the reelection.
Yes, sir.
So I would say...
There's been a change. That's what you're observing. So that's as much as I'll go on the bruising on the hand, because otherwise, you know, who knows? Maybe he's just clumsy and he bangs his hands on the Resolute desk every day and he's giving himself bruises. And that's what happens in elderly people.
I do want to tie it to something that inspired this resurgence in his health talks. He was speculating on heaven. unprompted,
Just
speculating
a strange
on his
thing
mortality.
to say. A strange thing to say. So yeah, it makes you think he's thinking about his mortality.
He didn't. It was a small mention, but even after his assassination attempt, he didn't quite speculate to the same. Am I going to get into heaven in the way that he is currently?
Strange.
So
I'll get to that because I think that there's a tie-in.
There's an anxiety, it seems.
There's a health anxiety
that he's experiencing.
It's what it seems like.
Making him consider his mortality.
There you go. But I think that there's a tie-in onto why he doesn't use makeup on his bruises anymore.
Let's pull it all together.
About those ankles,
bad.
One observation I'll make is that he is certainly self-conscious about those ankles because he is now doing every press conference, every televised event is him sitting behind either the cabinet table or the Resolute desk inside the Oval Office.
Was not the way that I thought. I predicted he'd be behind a desk almost permanently. It was the way that I predicted it would come, but it did come true. I didn't think it would have been his own insecurity. I would have thought like his bones don't work. But okay, it is true. Everyone's been noticing. I haven't seen his legs in weeks.
Obviously, he's got the cankles. It may be his heart. It may be his blood vessels. It may be this chronic venous insufficiencies, which is what the White House said.
Yep.
It could be lymphedema. There's a lot of things it could be, but it's just a declining state of health.
Yes.
But to tie it all in as a bow, I'll remind you that in a normal state of health, average state of health, had a 1 in 3 chance that he was going to leave the White House feet first.
Just due to age.
Just due to age.
Nothing else fancy.
But last time I went viral about this, I told you that with these new health conditions, we already knew about the ankles and the bruising and what his lifestyle and diet, et cetera, may be like, stress that you mentioned as well. You're absolutely right. That I put his odds closer to 50-50.
You did.
I put his odds at half and half.
Yeah, half and half.
That he will
finishes a term.
Be able to finish his term.
Whether that was kind of medically not able to complete it or actually passes, didn't really matter. He's incapacitated.
It started to shift away from this guy is a healthy guy to this guy is not totally healthy.
Yeah.
So he might fall under the statistical average.
Yep.
But now that we have this new development of what seems to be something like worsening bruising.
And his energy is also plummeting.
Seems
recently. He just seems like just out of it. I don't know if it's related.
Yeah.
It could be if he's on medications that are just zapping him.
Well, I'll tell you a medication that'll do that. A beta blocker, like metoprolol, for the medical people that are watching. An almost always prescribed medication for a person that has just had a cardiac stent placed.
That would tie well with the theory of it's looking like, and I'm willing to bet on that he has a heart issue just due to that he loves, how he eats.
Yeah.
I'm willing to put money on that bet.
Yep.
That would tie really well into the pretty plausible outcome here, theory we got going.
He's starting to look more like a guy that has had a cardiac stent placed and is on certain medications that would be expected to go along with that stent placement. So
does he walk out of the Oval Office up on his 2 legs and he's
I think it's now worse than 50-50 chance. I can say for the first time that it now feels like worse because I told you just a month ago, let's be on the lookout for something that's a change in status.
Yeah, and this is a certain change in status.
And even just from that month ago that we went viral with Trump's last health update, that I can say it seems like there's a change in status.
Yes.
I'll tie it all up with now the cryptic message of the implication that maybe I'm dying. I'm thinking about
get to heaven,
whether I'm going to get to heaven, but also now at the same time, I'm not hiding my bruising anymore.
Yes.
Is to say, no matter what I may have done wrong, a la Epstein,
it's a long list.
Or whatever else
it
might be, no matter what I've done wrong, look,
oh, sympathy bait.
I'm a sick, elderly,
I'm just an old guy.
Weakening.
I'm just an old grandpa, guys.
I'm harmless now.
See? He's trying his last ditch attempt at being an egotistical maniac
is to play the victim.
Interesting. So you think it's a tactical play on his end?
I don't think it's entirely conscious.
Instinctually, the narcissism's like, I need sympathy. Let's get the makeup off.
You got it. I have to change my tactic.
Interesting.
So that's how I've seen it. So
I like that.
This is a hot take. This is a new hot take.
So what's the firm prediction on his life? I don't know if you gave us one. We're going to end this out.
Okay. Number one, it's entirely unethical for any credible medical doctor to render any medical opinion when they haven't examined the patient. And so everything I am saying here...
Disclaimer, blinking on the screen.
Exactly right. So everything I am saying is just kind of like a statistical...
Speculation.
Like assumption or speculation. It's not to say that...
Trends you've seen in practice in the world.
That's it. That's all it is. It's just commentary. It's just commentary.
We're treating this like sports betting.
I mean, if I have...
That's what you're doing.
I mean, if I have to put a number on it, if you're going to, twist my arm, like make me put a number on it, all right. So it's closer to 60-40 chance that J.D. Vance is the incumbent president in the 2028 election.
So Republicans are going to have an incumbency boost due to the president of the United States, J.D. Vance, out of Ohio.
Yes. So I will continue with the Donald Trump health updates on a periodic basis.
At this point, it's seeming like probably more frequently. We're going to need to stay kind of on top of this animal that is his health and kind of the mystery around it. Right?
I'm going to stay on top of it for you guys.
Yeah.
And I'll give it to you straight. And